But crazy week. I wrote a little article last weekend about Apple. It's just like sort of an observations from the This Week in Tech conversation about, gee, it's such a closed platform, it's got to stop, it's too much. And boy, did that got picked up.
Yeah. I noticed you're using a MacBook.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, this is the thing that's crazy about, I just want to talk to, this is a message for Apple fanboys. So if somebody can cut this part of the show, put it on YouTube and just say, message to Apple fanboys and girls. We spent 30 years of the industry trying to make an open system, the internet, applications, everything's open. The reason why there's such colossal growth, the reason why Ustream can do what they do, Mahalo does what it does, Twitter does what it does, is because of an open platform. Nobody will invest in a closed platform. And if you do invest in a closed platform, it will come back and bite you right in the ass. Okay? Period. There is no reason why Apple cannot make the iPhone a little more open. And the argument of, we have to make the Apple platform so, easy to use that you, the person who paid for the phone, the person who pays for the data plan, is such a schmuck that you can't decide what applications you run and you can't decide how you use your data minutes. That is absurd. So to the sellout Apple fanboys, F you, number one, you have no objectivity, and two, you're a bunch of sellouts to the open internet and technology. Technologists are supposed to be rebels. We're supposed to fight against the machine, and you guys are a bunch of sellouts and drunk on the Apple Kool-Aid. Is this good enough for the link baiting?
I love it.
Okay, good. Cut this part about the link baiting out. Listen, you're all a bunch of sellouts. You are fighting for the wrong cause. The cause of the mighty and the just is an open platform where everybody can excel. If Steve Jobs wants to keep the whole thing closed, okay, fine. Ease of use, I'm with you. Just a little button on the old iPhone that says, allow experimental applications unverified by Apple. If I click that, I'm on my own. No customer support, no crying, no going to the Genius Bar and waiting 3 hours and paying $100 to be told that your battery can't be replaced by you, or whatever happens at the Genius Bar. I mean, have you gone to the Genius Bar?
I think this is why Apple, I think this makes sense now. The reason Apple is so paranoid about people doing whatever they want to do is because they're sitting there vetting all these idiots at the Genius Bar all day.
So they have some insights.
They realize how stupid people are.
Right. And they're like, the Genius Bar, even though they have, how many Genius Bars are there? There must be like 100 or...
a Genius Bar?
Well, it's like 500 Genius Bars. And let's all admit it, anybody who's gone to the Genius Bar realizes that even the guys at the Genius Bar aren't geniuses, and certainly the people in line, they're idiots.
Right.
I mean, anybody who would go to the Genius Bar is an idiot. I mean, just reformat your hard drive, it'll all be fine. Anyway, I'm going on a tremendous rant. It's a total sidetrack, but Apple fanboys equal technology sellouts. That's the bottom line. You all should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sickened by you guys. It's pathetic. You can't have it's like the people who can't have a realistic discussion about healthcare. Apple fanboys equal nutcases going to town hall meetings and screaming and yelling and like this la 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 la, I'm not hearing you, la 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 la. That's what Apple fanboys are. They do not want to admit that Apple could actually do anything wrong. And I had a developer come up to me at the DigiDay Apps conference on Wednesday. It was a great conference, actually, DigiDay Apps. And said to me, oh, by the way, I work on the Apple platform. The new tablet, blah, 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 that's coming out thing, it runs iPhone OS. I think we see where this is going. I mean, it's only a matter of time.
Browser that one's going to run.
Oh, yeah, gee. For Firefox? Opera? No. Of course not. Anyway. I'm sickened by you all. Apple fanboys.
Don't they remember
Disgusting.
the 1984 commercial?
Yeah, the whole idea of the... Exactly. Hold on a second. Wait a second. That was a pretty good insight by Tyler.
Insights from Tyler, 'cause Tyler is smarter than you. When I say you, I really mean me. That's why we need insights from Tyler.
Insights from Tyler.
There was a famous commercial. That was the whole, what Apple built its...
Fighting the machine, fighting the man who is oppressing you. And Apple fanboys, you want to know who you are, Apple fanboys? You're those little gray dots sitting in the rows like this. Oh, that's what you are, Apple fanboys. Disgust me. I'm disgusted by you guys.
Most of them probably don't know what you're referring to.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're actually right. I think a lot of the Apple...
You can't be a real fanboy unless you know what that commercial is about.
Right, I think the Apple fanboys don't understand the goddamn commercial.
Right.
Steve Jobs was a rebel. He was a rebel, and now he's like a total sellout. The whole idea was you were supposed to be enabled and freed by the technology, not constrained. Technology is supposed to be a net benefit to the planet, to society, to freedoms. You know, the reason why people in Iran, and I don't mean to get hyperbolic here, but the reason why people in Iran can do what they did during those things is because it's an open platform. Steve Jobs is against democracy.
He's a communist.
Pretty much a communist at this point. Anyway, Steve Jobs is great. I love Steve Jobs. He's awesome, and he does the greatest product in the world. And that's why this whole thing is an issue, is because we actually really care.
It's an intervention.
Consider this an intervention. Thank you. That was a pretty good insight, Tyler. Is there anybody working with me on the show?
Insights from Tyler.
All right, cut it off.